Hi, I'm Dan McClellan, your Chargers Rapid Reporter for CBSSports.com, and this is the Chargers preview show where each and every week I give you a little insight into the game to come. This is Week 17 of the 2012 season, and the Chargers will conclude by hosting the Oakland Raiders. San Diego, it's been a disappointment. They are 6-9. While the Raiders, it's been even worse. They are 4-11. What do you play for when you're out of the playoffs? Well, you play for pride, and that's easy to do because this week is rivalry week. For the second week in a row, the Chargers look to have an edge because they're going to be facing a quarterback who will be making his first career start. Last week, it was Greg McElroy of the Jets, and the defense tied a franchise record with 11 sacks. Shouldn't be that easy this week because they're facing the very mobile Terrell Pryor, who was selected by the Raiders in the supplemental draft a year ago. Pryor has gotten into the game the last 2 weeks, but has only completed 1 of 2 passes for 5 yards, so there isn't a lot of tape on him. The Chargers really should have an edge in this game because the defense has been much improved. Phillip Rivers has been much better at protecting the football, making good choices. However, Rivers has still been sacked 47 times, more than any other quarterback in the league. The good news is the Raiders are next to last in sacks with 21 sacks on the year. Whatever happens in this game, it may be an end of an era of Chargers football that goes back to 2001 when John Butler was hired as the executive vice president and general manager of the Chargers. He then brought with him A.J. Smith. Smith took over his reign when Butler lost his battle with cancer in 2003. They have seen head coaches Marty Schottenheimer and coach Norv Turner. Since 2001, the Chargers have gone 96-82 in the regular season and have made the postseason 6 times, but have only gone 3-4 in those games and reached 1 AFC Championship game in 2007, which they lost to an undefeated Patriots team. However, in that period of time, they are 16-7 against their arch rivals, the Raiders. So this game really marks an opportunity to pull that to a 10-game lead over the John Butler, A.J. Smith era against the Raiders. So there very much is something to play for this week. And the Chargers look to be in good shape on the injury front, which we'll get to in the injury report. The Chargers only have 2 players that are of concern on the injury front, and that is inside linebacker Donald Butler, who is listed as doubtful with a groin injury, and questionable is running back Ronnie Brown. Earlier in the week, Norv Turner said he expected them both to play. I am not so certain. Why really risk major injury going into this last week of the season for these players? That means I expect that the Chargers will see more of Jackie Battle and Curtis Brinkley carrying the ball to finish this season out. Well, before I give a prediction, I'll give you a warning. I've been dead wrong the last 3 weeks, so hopefully I end the season on a positive note. And I'd also like to thank you for watching the Rapid Report show and reading my articles throughout the season. I'll be continuing to write for CBS Sports in the off-season and doing occasional video updates. I do expect that the Chargers are going to be able to end the season on a positive note, mainly because they're facing the rookie quarterback and the Raiders are going to be focused on running the ball, and the Chargers have done a good job at stopping the run this season. When the Chargers win, they tend to win by a lot. I think that's going to happen this week. I'm predicting the Chargers 24, Raiders 10. Please visit CBS Sports every single day for your latest Chargers information. You can also follow me on Twitter at CBS Chargers and San Diego Sports. And for one more week, you can hear me on Extra Sports 1360, Sports Squawk Sunday with Doug and Dan from 9 to 10 a.m.